This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
This podcast is brought to you by Movement Everscroll Glasses.
That's right, they're back. We're very excited.
Red hot comic book movie news, shooting up your butthole. The Weekly Planet, the Weekly Planet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, is my co-host, Nick Mason.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, James, and largely silent audience who are applauding behind a screen.
It's because they're masking up, and that's impinging on their free speech. So that's why they're not cheering wildly.
Right,
Yeah.
I can understand. Yep, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. I wear a mask. I'm being sarcastic, obviously. But you never know.
Yep.
How are things?
Good.
Yeah?
Good. I woke up for work at 1 a.m. this morning.
That doesn't even sound right.
It doesn't sound
You
correct,
sound like you
does
made
it?
a horrible mistake.
Oh, yeah,
Like you set
definitely.
your clock back for daylight savings,
It's
which it
exact-
isn't.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you did it like too many hours.
As someone whose ideal alarm setting time is like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Like I'll set it to like 1 p.m. just in case I
Yes.
sleep past noon.
Yeah.
You know, most days I'm like, this is a real shock to the system. So if I just pass out during this,
What time do you go to bed normally? You like early morning?
I'll go to bed at like maybe 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
So in
ideal
this
time.
instance, I got up at 1.
Horrible.
So,
What a horrible time.
Yeah.
So you literally haven't slept.
No, I've had a little sleep.
Still not the
because
same
I
though,
finished
is it?
at like I finished work at like midday.
Yeah.
So it's weird to get up and see the sun come up like while you're at work and have like your lunch break at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And then you finish up and it's like, oh, there's a whole day left.
Yeah.
But I went home and went to
Of
sleep.
course, yeah, that's why wouldn't
But
you?
anyway, if you're like, hey, what about this incredible revelation in the world of comic book movie news? And I'm just like, that's why. I've passed
enough.
out.
And they can pin it on me.
Yeah.
I should be livening you up.
I
That's
think
why I'm
that's true,
clapping
yeah.
you in, mate.
Oh, that was good.
Making it
It didn't
happen.
work. Try
No?
something else. Yeah.
What if I just stop doing it?
Do you have a bucket of ice water? That might do it.
We're doing the ALS challenge?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I didn't know it was 2015. That's great. Well, you probably think it is with the bloody hours you're getting up, mate.
May as well.
And also, what day is it? Literally ever.
Yep.
Anyways, Comic-Con. We're talking Comic-Con this week.
Whoa.
That's
I know
it.
it started already.
We've got, and like I'm just going to scatter in the news from throughout the week because look more like Comic Bomb. Am I right, Mason? Maybe. I mean,
you?
it's up. Yeah, well, it was okay. It was,
I guess it was. I mean, there wasn't any huge.
Nah.
There wasn't any.
They did a pretty good job. There were some interesting panels. Yeah.
There wasn't any. I mean, unless there are some revelations while we do this podcast, but
Yeah.
there wasn't any kind of. And again, because
That's true. There could be still things that we'll
Yeah,
miss. Just so
but
people
it's
know.
because Marvel have split off and Disney have split off and et cetera, and
Yeah.
we're not. It's not like we're going to be like, there's a full trailer for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier or anything like
trailer
that.
for New Mutants.
There is, that's true.
That's what we can talk about. So yeah, we are going to talk about New Mutants. We're going to talk about the Black Suit Superman footage that was revealed. The Boys season 2
Mm-hmm.
got some huge date changes for a number of things. Bill and Ted's as well. It was-
Love date change. It's my favourite thing. It's you're like, you thought this was going to come out on August 15th, and I'm like, I did? Yep. And you're like, but actually it's going to come out November 12th. And I'm like, wow. Every time, James. Every time. Just to be clear, didn't know,
Yeah.
won't remember.
Well, there's been some pretty big shifts this time around, so I think they're going to be locked in.
Wow.
That's right. Thank you. So I think a good thing to start talking about would be a number of things, but this specifically, one thing.
Don't make me choose,
One
James.
thing. So the DC streaming service,
Yes.
which people have speculated, including us probably at some point, looks to be folding into one of the several HBO streaming services, probably
Yes.
Max. Now you can't get a yearly subscription, which was
Oh.
$75. They're only doing monthly offerings of
that's a good sign that
$7.99.
they're gonna fold it up. Yeah.
I think also if you get it, you get HBO Max automatically or one of them.
I see.
I think that was the problem from the get-go, that it was too niche. Like we never got it here anyway.
No, that's true.
But I really like the idea of it, especially if you get the huge DC comic catalog. But I don't think there ever was every movie, every comic, every TV show, which was kind of confusing to me what they were doing. So I think it makes sense to fold it into something
It was
else.
just the Super Friends cartoon. That's all you got. They gave you the Super Friends cartoon and then like the comic book version of the Super Friends cartoon. That's all you got.
when they cancelled the Super Friends.
Yeah. And
right.
they mailed you like an old action figure.
I don't
missing
want
an
that.
arm.
But I don't want that.
No, you got a Brainiac, but it was missing an arm.
I don't want that.
No, you got it though.
Is it the cool new Brainiac? It's got like a big tentacle ship.
No, it's old robot Brainiac.
Not like just the green alien with the big head.
No.
Just like a skinny little body and a green head.
No.
Great, terrific. So yeah, this is a thing that would never came here anyway, and we probably won't be getting HBO Max either because Foxtel buy up everything. Terrific. But yeah, I think this was inevitable at this point. Apparently Peacock didn't have a massive launch either, which wasn't great. HBO Max is doing like okay. Their launches weren't huge in general. I wonder if the market is already becoming too saturated for this if you're not a Netflix or Amazon.
Or a Quibi. I'm pinning all my hopes on Quibi.
Don't, Mason.
No, I'm going to.
You've gone mad.
Yeah.
From staying up forever.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. Are you excited?
Very excited. Yes.
Woo!
For this thing that's folding.
That's right. Oh, yeah, for Comic-Con, we do woos.
We love to woo. Well,
Yeah.
this is going to be like a woo. It's a tentative woo.
Tentative
Yeah,
woo.
because it's not a new. I don't want to hear about stuff folding. I want to hear about stuff that's fresh and hot.
Oh, then I got something for you,
New.
Mason.
Is it fresh and hot and
Yeah, it's
new?
fresh hot.
Okay.
Rick and Morty season 5. We got our first look.
It's like an animatic.
Yeah, that's right.
Presumably, this isn't the final. This isn't the
it might
final
be.
look, unless they're going some sort of experimental.
I could watch a whole season.
Yeah, I could
of
probably
this.
watch it like this.
For me, that like the appeal of Rick and Morty. I mean, the animation is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but what am I talking about? No, I don't want to watch a season of this. I want to watch a finished Fanimation.
Oh, a better version.
A better
than
version.
this, yeah.
Do you remember they did this for the Pickle Rick episode years ago?
Nope,
they
don't
released
remember
the bit where he's fighting the rats.
Oh, I
They
see.
did a similar thing. It looks fun though. So they've talked about where they're at, and they're currently animating this new season. They ordered 70 episodes, so presumably that's 7 seasons, which will take us into the end of time for us,
Yeah, right.
for the humanity.
yeah.
And then they're writing season 6.
It'll be a
at the
race
moment.
against time for us to watch the final episodes of Rick and Morty as like the batteries die on the
that's
last
right.
tablet in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. So
It'll be like you'll see the chef going like and then the tablet dies and you're like and you have to go out and fight some mutants.
Yeah,
in
that's
real
fine.
life. Yeah, it'll be
that's cool too, isn't
It'll be
it?
really cool.
So it looks like they've ramped up Rick and Morty more.
Somebody be like, did you get all that? What is it? Is it Letterman at the end? Is it a little clip?
Maybe.
The
Oh,
end of Rick
is
and
that
Morty?
Letterman?
Sounds like Letterman.
I have
but maybe
no
it's
idea
not.
who it is.
Did you get all that?
Somebody message in and be like,
let us know if it's
this.
you or David Letterman.
Yeah, tell Mason.
If it's not either of those, I don't want to know. If it's
don't-
you recorded that voice or David Letterman, let us know.
but you have to be David Letterman.
No,
Like you don't have to be David Letterman.
he's not going to.
You don't want to hear if it's not David Letterman, do you?
No.
Very good. So yeah, it seems like they've sped things along. The last season took quite a long time to get going. It seemed like there was some kind of dispute to kind of lock in everything.
Oh.
And they came to this 70 episode situation, and this is where we're at.
Do you feel like this show could sustain 70 more episodes?
We'll find out, won't we?
Sure will.
I don't think it's definitely been matched by other animation since, in terms of like animation is good at the moment.
Oh yes.
I feel.
Like,
if
would
you
you
look
say
at
it's
like
a golden age of animation?
definitely, like if you look at, we've recently talked about Harley Quinn, obviously, and there's a bunch of other stuff that's been going. I'm working my way through Avatar. You know that show from like 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's so good. I really love it, and I'm sad that I'm going to be finishing it soon. But then I can watch Legend of Korra, but then it's finished, and then I've only got that stupid movie, the live action movie.
Oh sure.
Which is the reason why I started this, because I wanted to know how good the show was in comparison to the movie. I don't know why I've done this to myself.
Well, I don't know why you've done that at all. You could just watch. I mean, you could have watched the movie first,
Yeah.
and then it's
No,
it's an
because then
uphill
it
climb.
spoils all the major story beats without doing it in a good way.
I don't know if it does. As far
Have
as
you
I
seen
know,
it?
No, but as far as I know, it doesn't cover most of the things.
I think
in
it
the
does
animation.
the first season, or like a very compressed
right,
version.
okay.
Again, I haven't seen it. I don't know. I want to see how they do the flying bison. Anyway, I'm well on board for the show that everybody else has watched in the world. except for you.
Congratulations! Yeah, I
Thank
haven't
you.
seen it either. Yeah.
So yeah, so I think Rick and Morty is like being consistently good, but the sheen is definitely worn off in terms of like, oh, this is so fresh and new and original. That's what
Well,
I
I
mean.
don't know if for me the sheen has worn off, but I wonder if, it's sort of become. I mean, it's always been quite self-referential, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's really, folding in on itself with the self-referential
Sure.
stuff. Like, are they going to take? Do they have a new tack to send it towards? Is it going to get less self-referential? Is it going to get more
Oh
self-referential?
my god, I can't even imagine, Mason.
Is there going to be an episode where Rick ends up in the real world and he goes to an erotic cake store?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about specifically. Like, you cannot remain good and hot and topical. Like, I guess people.
I mean, we've remained good and hot and topical.
no, Mason, no,
Oh no.
no.
Oh no.
No.
Well, James, come on, no. Come on, James.
So
Oh.
yeah, I think things change. You know what I mean? I'd say South Park is probably a good example that keeps reinventing itself and
Is that a good example?
I mean, it's still relevant.
Is it? When was the last time you watched an episode
Oh
of
no,
South
I haven't watched
Park?
this episode in 15 years since Avatar came out. Probably
Oh.
the Last Airbender. But people still talk about it. But it's never. I guess it's never hit the peak of like around the movie though, has it? In terms of popularity. But people love those. The poo that sings or whatever. You know what I mean? Do they love that anymore? Whatever they're up to.
We don't know. We just don't know.
Mason, you insisted that you put this in the show. It was a trailer before, and you stormed in. You kicked down a glass door.
I don't think
kicked
any of this is
through
true.
it,
None of
and
this
he
is
said,
true.
we need to talk about Archenemy, the Joe Manganiello
I did mention that.
movie.
I didn't say we have to talk about it.
No, you said we had to mention it.
All right.
And so I watched it. It's a minute trailer.
What'd you think?
I thought it looked okay. And
looks
then I was
okay,
like,
doesn't
what
it?
is this?
What is it,
Is this
though?
Drive? Like, what is it? So anyway, I got the synopsis, but I thought I'd save it for you.
Okay, go for
Even
it.
though you brought this bit of news, I'm doing the research. I don't understand it, quite frankly.
Oh, that was the plan.
You've brought in work for me.
Yeah.
And I got to fix that door.
Well, you're always telling me you don't have enough on your plate. You know?
So the film tells the story of Max Fist,
Nice.
played by Joe Manganiello, who
Yep.
claims to be a hero from another dimension who fell through time and space to Earth where he has no powers.
Interesting, right?
I didn't get a sense from that at all from the trailer. Did you?
No, but it looked way more like sort of like just a crime thriller.
Crime thriller.
And is it? I wonder, is it crowdfunded? It might be.
I don't know.
Well,
Let's find out.
sounds like somebody has some homework to do. Should we get Claire in? Should Claire do some research?
I think Claire's in bed, actually.
Right, well, get her out.
Get her, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Get her to put her movement ever scroll glasses on.
Well, a lot of podcasts have like a person that they throw to. They're like, you just have a look. What do we got here?
Oh, yeah, it's like Engineer Joe
yeah,
or
they're
Producer
like,
Jim.
What are you going? What are you doing? Should we
Yeah.
get one of them?
No, absolutely
Third person. Third person we have to call every week.
No, I don't like it.
And then because we always change the times and we're late and whatever, and it's like weird hours. Let's make somebody do that. Work by our weird schedule. Somebody would do it probably. But also the kind of person that would do that, do I want
We
them
don't want
here?
him. We don't want him here. No.
I think that's part of the reason why we have never filmed it, because I'm like, I'll probably need a third person for this. You know what I mean?
We need like I see, that's the thing. I don't think we need a producer guy. I think we need like a tech guy.
Yes.
Like on a, not in that way, but like in a he's in a remote location. We call him up in emergencies.
Yeah.
And he does some hacking.
Yeah.
And then he tells us whether he hacks the Pentagon mainframe.
Sure.
And as a result, he can tell us whether this is a crowdfunded movie or not.
Yes. Through
You know?
yeah, okay.
Exactly. He's on watch lists. It's just
It's not our problem.
not our problem at
We're
all.
in a different location.
Yeah.
So there you go. Do you want some Marvel news?
I was going to say it looks interesting though.
Yeah, it does. It does look interesting. Yeah,
It
I
feels
like him a
like.
lot.
Did you ever see Super? Oh, you saw
Yeah, the
Super.
Rainn Wilson
Did
one.
you ever see Defendor?
What's Defendor?
Defendor was Woody Harrelson.
Okay.
It was a movie about sort of a mentally challenged man who thought he was a superhero.
Okay.
And it was kind of like it was like a family drama and had a bit of crime elements to it, and kind of it was a really interesting movie. But it seems more like that.
Yeah,
Except
okay.
I think in this he probably is a superhero
All right, there you go.
because his name's Max Fist.
Fit, mate. But he could have. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if it is crowdfunded. Production of the cost of the principal photography. It doesn't seem to have. They got the distribution rights picked up. And it's
I like
it's a
that Joe
UK film.
Manganiello.
I like him a lot.
And he's got that great beard.
He's got a great beard. He should be in everything. He's also really funny. When we talked about our Spider-Man for the Caravan of Garbage, do the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yeah.
I put a clip in from that Pete Holmes interview where he talks about how one of the people on set tried to give him like $100 to punch Tobey Maguire in the
That's
face,
right.
like accidentally.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should have done it. No, that would be rude. Yeah, and he's in Spider-Man 3. He's at the funeral of Harry Osborn.
Is he? Yeah,
He is,
okay.
yeah. There you go. The
Just
Illuminati.
threatening a nerd over the over the open grave, just holding by his shirt collar. You want to go in there, nerd? You want to?
So the Illuminati, the website.
Oh.
This might be a coincidence,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently early days over at Marvel. But Kevin Feige is producing a Marvel's Illuminati into a film.
Oh,
Well,
interesting.
they don't know if they say it could be a film or TV series or.
So this
something.
is, and it's been a long time since I've read anything Illuminati based.
and it's changed over the years.
yeah.
about
So, but
who's in
when
it.
I read it, was like a number of the sort of big hitters in the Marvel hero community.
I've got some lists
who are all
here.
they all sort of get together,
Yeah.
a little round table, and they chat about.
shooting the Hulk into space.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Fate of the Universe and Fate of the Earth kind
Yeah.
of thing. So sometimes there's Mr. Fantastic's
Yep.
involved, Doctor Strange is in there sometimes.
Yep.
Black
Namor's in
Panther.
it, Black
Yep.
Panther.
Yeah.
Black Bolt.
Oh yeah.
Been in. I think Beast is sometimes in it, or Professor X. I know Professor X has been in it.
yeah.
Sometimes they each get an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, right.
whatever reason.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And they're sort of from different groups in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
they're
right,
not like the core Avengers. It's like
Yeah.
different areas or teams or
Exactly.
something like
so
that.
they're all like, I was going to say they all have to like sneak away from their wives to do it.
Which
But
one of
it's
these
just
have
Mr.
wives?
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he could be in the other room. He could stretch out.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She thinks he's sitting on the couch next to him.
They could be out bowling or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, honey, I'm so good at this, I could bowl with my head over in that pub across the street. And he swoops over there and he's like, I vote for shooting the Hulk into space. Black Bolt never gets a vote because he can't talk.
No, because he'd kill everybody.
And they're all like, everybody in favour say aye, all against say nay. Bit silent over there, Black Bolt.
Why are you even here, Black Bolt?
Oh, you dumbass.
If the Black Bolt screamed at Mr. Fantastic, would he destroy him or would he just blow up like a big balloon or a sail on a boat?
Good question. I reckon the dead one.
I don't know if he would. Can you break Mr. Fantastic? You can, can't you?
I would say so.
Yeah. I don't know what the point of breaktion is. Because you could break the Miles Teller one. He looks like he could stretch like 3 feet.
Yeah,
in
exactly,
any direction,
yeah.
and then he'd snap. Like a horrible rubber band filled with blood.
There's a deleted scene where he stretches his arm to get something out of the fridge and it just snaps. His arm just snaps off.
In one of the movies does he get frozen? He does get frozen, doesn't he? In one of the Fantastic Four movies.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I've got a vague memory of that. It might be a different movie.
Might be a cartoon.
Could be a cartoon.
Might be The Incredibles you're thinking of.
It could be an Incredibles, yeah.
Might be like one of those videos you see on Facebook where it's like, we put liquid nitrogen on this rubber band. We see what happens when we wrap it around a guy's neck. And
in slow motion. or
Exactly,
whatever,
yeah. Mm.
Have you seen that video?
No.
What's it like?
I don't know because I haven't seen it.
You never do your research, Mason. That's
I
your
know.
problem.
Yeah, can you check it out and let me
I'll
know
get
what
our
it's
guy
like?
in the sky.
Yeah.
Todd on the run, we'll call him.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the government. The government's
The
after him.
government's going to get him.
Because we made him do all the illegal stuff for no reason. We're like, reroute it through the Pentagon service.
So the New Mutants has
Yes.
a release date still
Yeah.
of August 28th.
There was I don't know if you saw it. I couldn't tell you what the link was, but some joke news website said recently.
More like old mutants? Did they make that joke?
No,
a great joke.
that's our fresh,
Oh, good.
our fresh classic joke. It was Quibi commits to releasing 1 minute of New Mutants every year for the next 90 years. And we all had a big old laugh.
Yeah.
And then now they've released the first 2 minutes.
Yes.
Which is this the way this movie's going?
It looks pretty good,
It looks good. And
Yeah.
there's the trailer as well. Looks good.
It's
I'm
only
way
s-
more interested in this than I was in Dark Phoenix.
Oh, totally. Because
Yeah.
it looks different than every other X-Men movie.
They're fighting a bear.
They're fighting a bear, and that's cool. Because, so there's a clip released in a new
Fighting
trailer.
a bear and a life's in grave danger and you don't even care.
Hand me that shotgun and
And
also that chair.
chair.
It's a real song.
It's yeah.
So, yes.
The trailer does reveal a lot though.
No. But it's only
No or
98.
yes?
No, it doesn't. It's only 98 minutes long or something like that.
Wait,
it's
so
only-
are you saying it does or it does not reveal too
No,
much?
it doesn't. I kind
You
of
think so?
I didn't. No, it doesn't reveal a lot. Doesn't reveal that much.
I think it does reveal
What is
a
it?
lot.
I can't because I didn't look too hard at it because I'm like I wanted to go into this.
It's because the trailer sort of reveals the monsters in it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess so. Yeah, you're probably
we
right.
see like if you were like, oh, if you want to go into this movie and go, what are the
wanna go in a
mysterious?
movie.
If you want to be like, I don't want to know what the mysterious forces are that are behind whatever's happening here.
Yes.
Go watch the new couple of trailers because it
Agreed.
just straight up.
That's
just
probably
tells
right,
you.
actually. But Big Bear though.
There is a big bear. There's a
It's
big
like good special
smoky
effects.
bear. Yeah,
Smoky Bear. Smoky Bear.
it's Smokey the Bear's secondary mutation.
Oh, really?
He's become a bear of
I
actual
don't
smoke.
like that. I don't like
Which
it.
is ironic for him because he wanted to stop forest fires.
Did he?
Yeah.
What a fool. You become the thing that you
The thing that you
destined
hate, exactly.
something.
Yeah.
Live
Yeah.
long enough, become the Smoky Bear.
That's right. Exactly right.
So I think I don't know whether they're going to keep this release date, but my understanding is, and we've talked about it before, that they Disney are under contract, which was part of the $70 billion deal with Fox when they bought this property among all the others to release this in cinemas no matter what.
Yes.
And then they also don't have streaming rights. That has to go to HBO, I think.
Oh.
So that being said, they could very well buy all that out and put it straight on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
there might be some sort of act of God clause in the contract where it's like,
Yeah.
if there's a pandemic, and then
Yes.
you'd be like, wait a second, Disney, how did you know about this in
Yeah,
advance?
that's right. Exactly. So what could be happening here, though, is that because their
We
obligation...
get Todd on the run on this. We're going to hack into the Disney servers. Probably more dangerous than hacking into the government servers. at
but
this
still
point.
go through the Pentagon.
Yeah, go
Still,
through
if
the
you could-
Pentagon to Disney. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So I think they're going to fulfill this obligation. It looks like at this point, and this could change, to release this in a month. And then they're like, we've done it. It's in cinemas.
Yeah, right.
Now it's on streaming. We're done. Like, we're done. And that would be the cheapest way of doing it. Maybe, again, I don't know, as opposed to buying out all those other companies that it has to go through first.
Which they could probably still do.
I'm
just
sure they
buy
could.
everyone.
But in a year when they're not making money, it seems at this point, because, parks are mostly shut down, mostly. The money comes through Disney Plus, really. That's where they're making their money.
Yes.
And merchant. I know they're bigger than... no movies is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And parks.
Minnie Mouse body pillows.
Exactly. So...
sorry. Lady Marion the Fox body pillows. Is
you
that...
laugh, Mason.
Yes, at you. Because you're a perv.
Actually, we watched that the other night.
What's that?
That Robin Hood movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a charm to it. It's not sexy, though, like you think it is.
I don't think that. You think that.
I nearly tweeted a picture of it. I'm like, why fan the flames of this?
Yes.
But you can't stop it, can you, with the internet? You can't stop it.
No, it's true.
The internet decides what the things that I think you're attracted to are.
Did you see Jenny Nicholson's video on BronyCon this week?
Yeah,
It's
I was going to talk
amazing.
about Suggestible.
Oh, yeah.
What an insane fandom that gets ruined by losers.
Well, it's the thing because I didn't know anything about Brony. Like, all I knew was that there was My Little Pony the cartoon.
Yeah.
And then there were bronies and they're dudes and they love My Little Pony. Isn't that nice and positive? And I'm like, oh, good for them.
Great, yeah.
But what I didn't know based on this video is that these dudes just moved into this fandom of My Little Pony and immediately were like, what are you girls doing in here?
Yeah.
In this My Little Pony. What's your
Name every
My Little Pony. Exactly. And they didn't like the old My Little Pony toys, so they demanded they could be remolded and
to make him sexier.
there's weird sex stuff involved.
So much weird sex stuff.
Yeah.
And what was really interesting as well, I didn't know this about her, that she was so heavily into the fandom that she influenced a lot of it and a lot of music and shows that she made her own fan edited versions, which became part of the culture and worked its way into literally everything. And then she meets that guy who's like, oh, I can't believe you don't even know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And she was so like such a well-known cultural figure in that a woman started claiming to be her.
Yes.
Like I provide the voices for this animated re-edit or whatever it is, and she couldn't do them live, but she claimed that they fixed it in post or whatever.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And she's good at voices. I didn't know that. It's a great video. It's fascinating to me. Yeah, and the fandom is maybe done forever, I think. Also, the dude from Star Trek came in and just
John
became
Delancey,
this figurehead of it who also hated it at the same time.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah, anyway,
stuff.
check out that video. What else we got here, Mason? New Mutants, we talked about that, didn't we? Giant Smoky Bear. The Boys.
Yeah, season
2. We got a clip from season 2, which is coming out September 4th. Very
Boys
excited.
versus the Deep.
And a big whale.
A big whale, yes.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, they drive
win.
a speedboat through a whale.
Yes, that's right.
Would that work? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
You got to believe in yourself, and maybe it will.
That's exactly it. They also confirmed season 3, so they obviously have a lot of faith in this show.
Yeah.
To keep it going. I'm very much looking forward to this. It was one of my favourite shows from last year, I think, wasn't it? Was it? Was it?
Yeah,
one of my
it
favourite
was.
Shows?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
one of my favourite shows.
Do your research, James. Well, was, all right? Get it together.
I'll try. So, I mean, there's nothing else to really say about that other than I'm glad that they are continuing to make that show about horrible people.
Everyone's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that guy who plays Huey. What's his name? I can't remember. He was in another thing I saw recently. Love, Wedding, Repeat? I don't know. Let's get on with it,
Let's
Mason.
get on. Do I have any more thoughts about The Boys? What I enjoyed, there's just a very brief moment in it where the Deep realizes that yes, they will drive a speedboat through a whale.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
he's filled with an Aquaman level of confidence where he's like, well, obviously they won't harm this beautiful, majestic creature of the sea, and then they're like, yeah, we'll just speedboat through it.
That's great. Yeah. We Can Be Heroes, Mason. You familiar with it?
The ABC.
No, not that one.
Oh, different, better one.
Different version. Not that guy.
I think I saw the name floating about this week, but I don't know
Yes.
what it is.
Because Robert Rodriguez is working on the film called We Can Be Heroes for Netflix, which is going to have an adult version of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
His characters from...
Lava Boy and Shark Girl.
is that in the Spy Kids universe?
Maybe.
It looks the same.
It's in that era.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's the same. Let's just say yes.
So it's grown-up versions of them.
Yeah, because Taylor Lautner was in that. He was Shark Boy.
Who
And
was Lava Girl?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Because I've never seen it. And apparently it's awful.
Let's get told on it.
The people who watched it So yes, for people who watched it at the time when they were kids, have like a real fondness for it. 'Cause,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah, which is how things work and nostalgia works.
Okay.
Yeah. But they have a kid who has powers. Both of their powers.
Okay.
It's going to follow a group of superpowered kids whose superhero parents have mysteriously vanished. With the parents gone, it's up to the kids to save the world. It's wild to me that Robert Rodriguez fluctuates between these universes.
Isn't it, though?
It's
Yeah.
either super kid friendly.
Yeah.
Everything in front of a green screen, spy madness, or just like really gory and awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Uncle Machete will be in this?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I
What a
like that. I
crazy
like that
shared
he's
universe.
he's the anchor character between the universes.
I never saw any of those. Were there 2 Machete movies?
Yes, there was. I think
never seen either
there was
of them.
Machete and Machete Kills.
That's right.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yes.
Are they good? So do you think he works
I
better?
watched them both like in the sense of like, well, I'll put them on and then I'll sort of go
Transformer
to the kitchen.
style.
Yeah.
You watched them Transformer style.
Yeah, exactly. I did, yeah.
You didn't really watch them. So yeah, I wonder if this is going to be a kid-friendly thing. I'd imagine so if it's superpowered kids, but yeah.
I mean, maybe this is his
Maybe it isn't. I don't,
Yeah,
exactly.
maybe this
yeah.
is his chance to
Do
be
you want
like-
me to research if it's the same universe?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm just messaging Todd.
Okay, good.
They've probably taken the place in the same universe.
Yeah.
Apparently. And also all of these movies maybe take place in the same universe. Planet Death? Death Planet, does it?
Planet Terror.
Planet Terror?
I don't know. I don't know.
There you bloody go. Mason, we've got some date.
Do you think he'd be willing to compromise and sort of give us some straight down the middle where it's like it's more of a, what if he went like, I'll do it Marvel style where it's like it's got adult jokes and whatever,
Sure.
but it's also kids can watch it.
Yeah,
Like, do you
right.
think he'd put it in the middle? Or do you think he's willing to compromise, or do you think he's, because he seems pretty,
I think he's one or the other.
yeah, he seems
Either
very
all in
very
or- yeah.
committed to, I'll make some kid movies and I'll make some horribly violent adult movies, but
Yeah.
I'll never put them in the middle. But what if he does? What if that's his plan all along?
No, maybe. You might be right. I think
I doubt I am, but yes.
maybe wonder if it's ever been done. I don't think it has, where you could make things set in the same universe where there's also a very kid-friendly version going on as like a side story to the main
Yeah.
story. I'm sure Star Wars have done that, like Droids.
I've never seen a live action version of anything like that, or even a cartoon version of that.
Depending on the Marvel movie, you could say, or the show, you
Yeah.
could say. Like Daredevil is different than, like
Oh, that's true.
the
yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah, that's
First
true.
Avengers,
yeah.
for
Yeah,
example. Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go, and that's something, isn't it?
It sure is something.
Ready for date changes?
Yeah,
Get your
let's do
diary
it.
out, Mason.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Spider-Man
Todd, put these in my diary.
fly at the Pentagon. So
Yes, I know you're involved in a pitch gun battle right now with government agents. It's not important. You've got 2 hands, don't you?
so
One on your gun, one on your BlackBerry.
it's that easy. BlackBerry's still
They still exist.
Did you ever
don't
have one?
Nope.
No. They always seemed awful to me. I look at that keyboard, I'm like, ugh.
I always contemplated, I'm like, what if I was a business guy? You know, I'd have a tiny
You're
little
not.
keyboard.
I'm not a business guy.
That's right, exactly.
You're a podcasting boy.
Yeah, feels good. I'm going to live forever.
So,
I'm the Peter Pan of podcasting.
great. Spider-Man 3, Home 3, whatever it's going to be called.
Yes,
Far
yes.
from Home, Home for Christmas, Home on the Range,
Yeah.
Home. So,
Just home. And
just
everybody,
home.
everybody in the post is just like real exhausted
God,
for a
we're not
variety of
teens
reasons.
anymore, clearly, are we?
Yeah. They've just left, like Tom Holland's wearing the upper half of the Spider-Man suit and the bottom half's just like the grey leggings with the dots on them. Don't care. Nobody's filled in the CGI. Nobody cares anymore.
Nobody cares. So it's moved its date. Get ready for this.
Okay.
Write it down. November 21st of next year to December. No, just November. I haven't got the exact date. Maybe it is. But from November next year to
James, what am I writing down?
November to December. They've moved it a month.
Okay.
So presumably all production has been
So
moved
December
back.
2021. Okay.
Yes.
Just in time for Christmas.
That's right.
Home in time for Christmas.
Home in time
You think
for
they do a
Christmas.
Christmas one? Have we done a Marvel Christmas movie? Has there been
Iron Man
movies?
3, technically.
Oh, it is too, isn't
but
it?
it's not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Christmas movie, is
No,
it?
it's-
Not in the traditional sense, Mason.
Do you think people watch Iron Man 3 at Christmas?
No. I mean, all of his movies are set Christmas, aren't they? I have Christmas themes and
A lot
Shane
of them
Black
are,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of them
I
are.
believe so.
Except for The Predator.
Yeah, but maybe it is.
Maybe it is. We don't know. Yeah, it's true.
I love that movie. Just kidding. Awful. A Quiet Place
Yes.
has been moved out of this year from September to April of next year.
Okay.
So, A Quiet Place 2. Maybe he could make some more news. Or he sold it, didn't he, or something, didn't
That's
he?
true, yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
maybe he could be a producer on some good news. Good
That's
news
right,
with-
exactly.
Yeah.
Also, Top Gun Loser has moved from December of this year
Mm-hmm,
to, and you'll love this, July 4th, 2021.
We're saluting the troops.
That's right.
Saluting the troops. And by troops, I mean Tom Cruise.
And each other.
Yep. The three troops that exist. Sorry, Todd, you missed out. But it's us two and Tom Cruise, all three troops.
So that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's the perfect movie for that weekend. So I'm looking forward to rewatching that for Caravan of Garbage, I guess.
With any luck, the pandemic will be gone. And all
like
the
Shamdemic is what I call it.
Very good. And
it's real, by the way, everyone.
Restrictions will be lifted, and we can just have a barbecue in the cinema.
Oh my god!
You know, just get the grill going in the cinema.
Yeah, just fire it up.
grilling. You know, flipping burgers.
Just some briquettes, some charcoal briquettes.
Yes,
I don't do that. We're more of a gas society, aren't we?
Yes, we are a gas society. Where yes,
from a barbecue.
Oh, I thought you meant like in Mad Max.
Okay,
for an entirely gas-based society.
Gas in Australia is not gas in America. Because gas in Australia is petrol. That's what we call it. Just so people don't know. It's propane. Yeah, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a wood fire's better though, isn't it? Like a wood-fired barbecue?
What is happening here? Why is he doing this?
It's Christmas.
I'm glad he can't hear this. But listeners, if you know what he's doing here, he's losing his mind. He's gone full dad. I don't understand. He's just talking about barbecuing now. I mean, I started it, but it's hardly my fault.
Exactly. I'm doing your research.
Exactly what, James? I don't know what he's talking about. He's losing his mind. He's flipping his lid. I don't understand. He's gone full grill talking about briquettes.
Would you like some?
I didn't bring up briquettes.
Would you like some more dates of things that have moved?
Yes.
Variety have reported that Tenet. Give me this Tenet shit. It's not Tenet. It's Tenet. It's not Tenet. If anything, it's T-net. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not Tenet. Mm-hmm. It's Tenet.
What if it's Teen-ET? What if that's the twist?
It would be 10
What's in the vault? It's a Teen-ET.
It would be 10 ET. So there would be 10 of them. Todd, check the vault at the Pentagon.
I reckon it's Teen-ET.
I'm going to find out how old ET is because I think he's old.
Yeah. But I mean, there's more than one.
Yes, I know, but I think he's like hundreds of years old.
Yeah, right.
According to the novelization, ET is over 10 million years old. And he's a plant-like creature, neither male nor female. So there you go. We'll learn some things about E.T., or as I call it, Et. Right, what have we got?
Look, all I'm saying is I'm putting my money on this being a teen E.T. movie.
Okay.
So he's in the vault. That's why they need the masks, because he's a plant-based life form or something.
How old would a teen E.T. be?
15.
So not like comparison to like 10 million years. He'd just be 15.
Teen E.T. It's in the name, James.
I know, but I'm talking about a comparative lifespan here.
Yeah,
like
one's 10 million and one's 15.
It's like with dog years, is what I'm saying.
He's just out the front of like a convenience store. He's asking people to buy him beer.
so he could have been, because he's a drunk.
Yes.
So that could have been the actual same E.T. from Star Wars, because Star Wars happened a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Not teen E.T.
No, but regular E.T. could have been. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about teen E.T.
Okay.
It's going to be released late August. It was going to be. Mm-hmm. But it's still getting that release date. But this is according to Warner Brothers chairman Toby Emmerich. He says, we're not treating teen E.T. like a traditional global day and date release. And our upcoming marketing and distribution plan will reflect that. Okay. Essentially, it looks like in August, depending on where you are in the world, it's going to roll out. So parts of Europe and Asia. Haven't heard anything about it here because...
We're in parts of Asia.
Australasia, they say. Asia Pacific sometimes.
I think he's veering dangerously close to the barbecue thing again, I feel. I can just feel it.
I wasn't even going to say anything.
I got to push him out of this somehow.
All I'm saying is if you want an Australasian barbecue, Mason, you put some pineapple and some meat on a skewer. It's got a bit of that flavour of the Orient. That's what Australian dads think is an Asian meal.
Okay, that's actually very accurate.
Cooking some fruit on a barbecue.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So not going to the US. So especially not, depending on the state, but especially not populations that are heavily, under the influence of Corona. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say here.
They're just mad for Corona.
They're mad for Corona. So, so that's often the US gets movies first, or that used to be the way.
Yeah.
And then it shifted
we used to have to wait months. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was madness.
I remember Star Wars came out in like 2 weeks after The Phantom Menace, and I was flipping out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me with this? George. That's what I used to say.
Yeah.
And but now we get Marvel movies like a week early, sometimes more, which is good, I guess. But so Teen E.T., look forward to it. It also might not come out this month. next month, whenever it's supposed to come out.
That's true,
you know?
yeah.
So all of these are subject to change. We're going to come back next week. We're going to say the same movies but different
dates again. It's going to be wild. Okay, get a load of this, James.
I'm ready.
Teen E.T.
Okay.
TikTok home. And then he does a dab.
They don't do dabs on TikTok.
They do a
Mason.
dance. They do some sort of
They
elaborate
do
miming
dances,
dance.
but they're not doing dabs. You
Yeah,
sound
dabs-
like a
yeah.
dad at a barbecue doing a dab in front of a barbecue. That's what you're doing. Kids, who wants a sausage? Dab. What am I doing? Okay.
Yep.
Mulan has been delayed indefinitely. Disney were like, there's no date. So we don't know. Movies like that and Teen E.T., they have to go to cinemas. They
Yes.
cannot afford not to.
That's true.
Because even if they don't do as well, you'll still make more money by going to cinemas and then doing the digital release. So there you go. So you're looking forward to Mulan? Because I am.
Looks good.
That probably won't be this year. Also,
Yes.
but I got some good news regarding things that are coming out.
I'm prepared to listen.
That have also been pushed back.
This better not be the brand new Weber dual burner grill or whatever.
You can have a rotating roaster there, Mason.
God.
You just leave it for a few hours with some briquettes. Make sure you put your seasoning on, obviously. I've got a guy who does it. If you need a seasoning guy, I've got a guy.
He sees okay, yep.
Do you have a guy, legitimately, who's like the barbecue guy and he talks like non-ironically about like he has to run every barbecue and organize the barbecue?
No.
And be like, and he's got like a butcher. So whenever like having a barbecue, he's like, oh, I've got a guy who does meat. Yeah, we all do. Because we all eat food, okay?
Yes.
It's not, but he's like, nah, my guy, like you don't understand. No, I understand.
He gives me the choice cuts. Anyone else, he would throw them in the trash, but he gives me the good ones.
I'm not here for it, is what I'm saying.
And then he brings the meat and it's exactly the same as
It's
all the
fine.
other meat.
And yeah, exactly. It's exactly the same.
Who's the guy? Do I know him?
Yeah, you know him.
Who is it? Oh, yeah.
You know him, yeah.
Just to be clear, folks, this is post-edit. I know exactly who you're talking about, James.
And
I
are you
know.
surprised?
Not at all.
So here we go. It's been pushed 1 year. But James Cameron's Avatar.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Avatar 2. I haven't
Okay,
said it yet.
right. Oh, he put out, it was just like, these are the dates.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm confirming this.
December 2022, which was pushed a year to what it was supposed to be.
Yes.
December 2024, December 2026, December 2028. Wow. I know. It's not that far though, is it? I mean, it's just like an entire like high school for somebody.
Yeah, it's just like a generation of
Yeah, don't even worry
young
about
people,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. My kid will be like nearly a teenager by the
Yeah,
time the last one comes out.
Exactly.
That's fine. I'll be dead, obviously. It's going to be great. So, yeah, he released a statement saying that this is in relation to COVID. Because even though they've filmed, I think, a lot of the first one,
Yeah.
they may have even finished. I don't know where, because they filmed them all at once. I have no idea. And they can obviously work in New Zealand, which is very much out of lockdown and crushing it. And so, yeah, but anyway, those are the dates. Are you excited
Yeah.
for a Avatar movie 13 years after the previous?
I'm just fascinated to know what the look is going to be like. I don't
know what kind of 3D technology he's thinking of this time. Because he's talking about glasses.
And no
it's
glasses.
3D and
yeah.
I can't wait till they have one cinema in Australia here that does it, but it's in Sydney and I never see it. So excited.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my brain has reached the absolute maximum capacity of being impressed by a new screening technology.
Really?
But I'm happy to be surprised. Like if I go in there and I'm like, wow, this is 3D and I don't have to do anything.
But how many of those have you had within your life? though?
Avatar.
I mean, other than that, though, like little screens, I guess, when you're like, that's a good screen. Remember launch day for the PSP? We happened to be in a local plaza
Oh, yeah.
and a mall, if you will.
Yes.
And a guy like sidled up to us and showed us his PSP that he bought. And he was like, look, I've got Stargate on this. And we're like, true.
The movie Stargate.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty
Were
incredible.
you, was that a moment for you where you're like, wow,
Yeah.
future?
That's right.
Stargate.
That's James Spader on a small screen.
Yeah. But like, is that good technology? Is that impressive to you?
Yes.
Yeah. I found the Switch really impressive for portable gaming. What they can
Folding
do with it.
screens, that's impressive to me.
Yeah, I do like folding
Like when
screens.
it-
Yeah. You want to roll up your phone like
exactly.
a 50.
That's right. Put it in your mouth and smoke it.
Don't, Mason. It's poisonous.
Oh.
You'll die. It's got
No.
all sorts of battery acid and stuff. What's in a phone? I don't know. Magnesium, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's in a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm also impressed by folding screens. You've seen that Samsung
Yes.
fold thing? That's like, it's too early days for me to get something like that. You
Yeah.
don't get the first folding phone, do you?
That's right.
They recalled those anyway, didn't they? because people kept peeling the screen off.
Oh, did they? I don't know.
Because the screen looked like a screen protector, so people were peeling it off.
Oh, the whole thing.
and
Oh, my
then
goodness.
ruining it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. That's the world we live in.
Also, I think I'd be like, they'd be like, well, this is rated for 20,000 folds before it breaks. And then I'd obsessively like count the number of folds.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Also, it doesn't seem enough.
No.
Yeah. And even though it more than likely is.
Anyway, 2028. So
Yeah,
that's
great. Well, there's more news though.
Your brisket will be done by then.
I can't wait, Mason. I got a guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. I know him.
So we know times are crazy right now, and we're all having to make some pretty significant lifestyle adjustments, and I don't care for it, quite frankly.
James, just let me be clear. Ah! You know what I mean?
I do
That's
know what
life
you
right
mean.
now. So it'd be nice. A little bit of focus,
A
wouldn't
little bit of focus, a little bit of comfort, a little bit of style. Because we're spending more time than ever at home on our digital screens, and that's why the team over at Movement wants to make sure that you're taking care of your eyes with their Everscroll blue light filtering glasses. They are crafted with special blue light lenses. Movement Everscroll glasses protect your eyes from digital eye strain and other harmful effects from blue light, like headaches and poor sleep, and they look great doing it.
You're wearing a pair right now, James.
I wear a pair every goddamn night, Mason. I wear them before bed from probably about 8 o'clock so I can wind down, and they've seriously helped in a big way. And I keep them next to my bed, so if I ever check my phone in the night, which you shouldn't do, but I do sometimes, but I shouldn't do it, I've always put the glasses on first, and it means that I can get back to sleep as opposed to just being wide awake for the rest of my life.
I mean, that would be bad, ultimately.
would
You don't want
be.
that. That's not how we work.
No, it's not.
You want some good snoozes.
I do. The lens is also completely clear, so you can't tell that they actually are blue light coated, which is really nice. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have known. I never would have known unless you just gave the game away, James. You told me.
I don't mind some of my trade secrets.
No, we're leaving that in.
I don't mind some of my trade secrets just filtering out there every once in a while to help people out with a great deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're doing it for the little people. I
That's
understand.
right. The frames are actually Movement's best-selling fashion eyewear collection, so they look sharp. And Everscroll frames are crafted from premium acetate and stainless steel for optimum balance, comfort, and durability. And studies have shown that wearing blue light filtering glasses can promote a sounder sleep, preventing eye strain and improving focus. They also start at just $60 a pair, so you can take care of yourself with better sleep, better focus, and better style. And you can actually get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/Weekly
Planet.
That's right. Get the Everscroll solution, better sleep, better focus, better style at mvmt.com/Weekly
Planet.
That's right. Join the movement.
I said it with more confidence the second time.
It's very impressive.
Thank you.
And that's linked below. Please check them out. They're a great sponsor of the show, and it's a great brand. And I love wearing them, Mason.
They're back, and we appreciate it.
We really do. On with the show.
On with the show.
Good. Glasses, though. Good glasses.
Good looking glasses.
Good glasses.
You look like a wise old owl.
Yeah, good.
But a sexy wise old owl.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Star Wars is coming. Pushed back a year also in 2023, 2025, 2027.
Yeah.
And you may be thinking, does that coincide with the release of Avatar? Is what they've done there is put them in between the years?
They have.
They have done that,
Yeah.
which is probably smarter, I think, distribution of Star Wars. And it's also, so we're not getting a Star Wars movie for another 3 years. But we are, and we're going to talk about one in a minute, but we are getting multiple TV series and
Another season of The Mandalorian,
Mandalorian's
presumably.
coming,
Yeah.
and that's going to be this year.
It is.
Which they already filmed that, luckily. So, yeah, we also don't know what that is going to look like. Taika Waititi is working on one. Ryan Johnson's trilogy. I would say
Yes.
that's probably not happening at this point, though that's disappointing to me.
Is there any Knives Out? Do we know that
I know
they've
he's-
written anything of Knives Out yet?
Doing it. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
I know about that. Spoilers for Knives Out.
Ah, yes.
For last time when I
Yeah.
spoiled it.
Ah, yeah, nice.
Spoilers for Knives Out.
Yes.
Done. We did it. I think it's different cast except for Daniel Craig.
Okay, right. Okay.
Which is kind of a shame, but what else do you do with that family? You know what I mean?
Well, that's true, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could give a few of them guest spots, I guess. Like maybe Chris Evans'
Visit
character
Chris
knows
Evans,
something, and so he has to go to visit him in prison or something like that,
So there we go. Star Wars. What do you want to see from Star Wars? More Star Wars just in general.
Yeah, absolutely more Star Wars. Yeah,
See,
yeah,
John Boyega was finished. They're like, you excited to ever do Star Wars again? He's like, nah, I'm done. Done with Star Wars.
Yeah.
He's
That's-
Harrison Fording it. He's playing it cool, so he's going to come back in
Oh, you
20
think he
years.
is going to come
Yeah,
out?
that's what I think he's doing.
Right. Okay, yeah.
I think he got a bit of advice
Once the bad blood has subsided, and once the fan, but do you think the fans are going to be like, we got to have this guy back?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so. I like him. I like all of that cast.
Yeah, I like him too. But I don't want to see a. Do you think they're like him and Oscar Isaac and Daisy Ridley? Do you think they will? Do you think they're experience? Like, do you think that with time they'll be like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
in retrospect, I didn't mind
Everybody
doing that.
has a gut full of Star Wars when they're in them.
Yeah,
it is
right.
the tradition that is as old
yes.
as Star Wars itself.
Yes, I guess that's true.
But, because Mark Hamill has always been kind of like...
But have they ever been as publicly done with Star Wars?
I think so.
You think so?
Harrison Ford.
I mean, Harrison Ford
he
for
did
sure.
nothing but, and Carrie Fisher was pretty clear that like it was instrumental in my career, but like it wasn't the thing that she liked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Sure.
you'd come back. Why wouldn't you? Because they'd be like, here's a lot of money.
Lots of money.
And also because people are like, well, the new characters aren't as good as the blah, blah, blah,
Right,
blah.
exactly,
But
yeah.
for, a generation has grown up on these movies.
Yes.
And kids coming up now over the next 8 years, over the next 8 Avatar movies, they'll become their Star Wars. It's like the prequels became the kids' Star Wars of that era. So
That's true.
they will become iconic characters
Yes.
as the years go on. And that's Star Wars news. Or is it? Because the Kessel Run transmission has said that Donald Glover is returning for a Lando
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
somewhat. Great. They'd be paying him a lot of money to do that. As they should, because he's
Yeah.
a good Lando. I would like to... Yeah, that's good. Again, I hate that era. I'm sick of it.
Do you think they'll switch out young Lando and old Lando? Do you think there'll be some old Lando in it also?
Well, here's the thing. You could do...
Because I think people would be like, whoa.
But you could do old Lando, because wasn't there a bit in that where he's doing like the Lando Calrissian monologues or the diary of Lando Calrissian? Do you remember that bit?
In which bit?
in the new one, in the Solo.
In Solo, I don't
There's
remember
he's
that at all.
recording like a hologram of himself.
Oh, I see.
And the whole thing is an Easter egg to a series of Lando books from like the 80s. There's like a trilogy of
Oh,
Lando
I
books.
see. Right,
So
right.
it could be bookended with Billy D. Williams.
That's what I'm saying,
Yes, is what the answer to your question.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I did the research.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
idea.
As we expected and hoped for, yes.
So yeah, I think there could very well be also because like Harrison Ford was when he was Indiana Jones. Then I was going to say Han Solo again, but he was in Indiana Jones, the young Indiana Jones. Remember?
Yes.
He's in an episode
He is,
of
yeah.
that.
He's like, I'm old.
I'm old. I've got a beard because I filmed The Fugitive when I did this. That's what he yells into the camera. I'm in the middle of a different movie. I don't have time for this. That's a wrap
They're
on
like,
Harrison Ford.
close enough. That'll do, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that show. I don't like
Because of its
it.
edutaining nature.
Entertainment we've talked about. It's
Yeah.
probably revolutionary. It is because they did very expensive television. It still looks pretty great. It's
Do
probably
you think they could
good.
tie in old Lando with that woman who's probably his daughter? They go on some adventures. They bookend, and he goes, "Well, in order to find out your history, I'll have to go over here. Oh, I remember this from a million years
from
ago,
my Kessel Run.
from the Kessel Run days, exactly." Yeah,
and then he tells the story of
yeah.
Solo.
But then, do you bring in that companion for no real reason? I guess you'd have to tie the narratives together.
Also, Billy D. Williams is like a million years old.
He is a million years old,
So you'd
yeah.
really just have him sitting at a bar going, I remember this. And he's
Yes.
talking to Neum Num, even though Neum Num's dead. So you find out that
Ghost
it's
of
the
Neum
ghost
Num.
of Neum Num.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Near Num was never there in the first
No,
place.
he wasn't. Do you remember when Neum Num died?
Yeah. Probably. He's the guy with the weird. He's got
Yeah, it's
the
like,
melty face. Melty face. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking up, okay, sorry, I just had to look up a thing for the next segment. But yeah, so there you go. Lando series, good. I don't love Solo, but I think it's very well cast.
Yep.
And I'd like to see, yeah, sure, why not?
Do you think we'll get Old and
I hope
Ehrenreich
so,
in there?
because he's really good.
Yeah.
And what an impossible role to fill. And
Yeah.
he did like a really decent job at it.
And I think maybe also people's opinion would probably soften of him or people's, would become more positive if he's only in it briefly, I think.
Yeah, right.
Like the more exposure to that people, I think it'd be like, he doesn't embody Hot Solo. But if he's just in it for like a couple of episodes or,
Yeah.
a few scenes, and I also feel like, did Solo really build their rivalry?
Not really, I don't think.
So I mean, and
it was supposed to be a trilogy anyway.
yeah, but I think because when we get to Empire Strikes Back, there's clearly a significant amount of bad blood.
Yeah.
So maybe this series could explore that and really.
I would like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you could, if it was a Lando series, you could technically set it like after Return of the Jedi. You probably wouldn't.
that's true, yeah.
Because there would be that cognitive dissonance. But it's
Yeah.
but it's still you could. I don't think they will. But
Right,
You
yeah.
could.
Yeah.
I don't think they like jumping using different eras of characters except Mon Mothma, which they actually did do.
Oh, I see.
So there you
But yeah, there's plenty of unexplored time.
Yes,
you know,
there is.
we've basically not seen. Do you think they'll adapt these Lando books you keep banging on about?
No,
You won't
because
stop
they're like
talking about-
80s out of canon and they're not
Yeah,
like
right.
they're remembered, but they're not like beloved, I guess.
Okay, right,
I would say. But then again, I haven't read them. Star Wars Explained, I think, did. You know him. I don't know if you know him.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Alex. He's done something. I think he's done a review of
Where
them.
would you like this series to go? Do you think it should be silly and swashbuckling?
Yes. Like the Lando comic. Did you read the Lando comic? It's incredible.
No, I didn't, but I should. I'll write it down. I'm going to write it down.
It's one of the best Star Wars comics. Silly and swashbuckling.
Okay.
In answer to your question.
Do you want a serious undercurrent, though? Or do you want it to be
whatever.
serious, silly
No,
all the time?
Not even silly, but just like Lando. What would Lando
Yeah.
be doing? He'd be getting up to weird hijinks and stuff.
Yeah, he'd be being smooth.
Good news, Mason.
Oh, yes.
Bill and Ted Face the Music gets a release date and a new trailer. Don't watch it if you have, because it gives away too much, I feel. But I was like, God damn, this looks good. So it's got a release date of September 1st in cinemas and
Yes.
VOD.
Oh, okay. I'll watch that video, too. I'm not leaving my house.
No, absolutely not.
For any reason.
Very excited for that. Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
Should you have?
I don't feel it revealed too much.
Okay, cool. I don't know. It just looks fun and positive and light and nice, and I get to rewatch the old ones beforehand, and that's cool.
Yeah.
So the lead singer of Faith No More is in number 2. Mike Patton's
in
it.
it,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I want to see what Station's doing and those Bill and Ted robots that they built.
Do you think they were going to be?
Yeah, I think they're going to do it all.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Death is back.
Death's back.
Spoiler
Looks
alert.
exactly the same,
Right,
by the
yes.
way. But, that's makeup, isn't it?
That is makeup,
Just
yeah.
make your head look like a skull. So, that is some good news among all the pushbacks and multiple Avatar movies we're getting. Here's something good.
Yes. Well, I
good,
hope
isn't it?
this bastion of positivity doesn't disappoint you in any way, because it'll really crush you, I think.
I'll take good enough at this
Okay,
point.
great. Good. Terrific.
So it also looked expensive to put out on VOD as well. You know what I mean? It's like a pretty high budget film.
What was the last big thing? Oh, was it Scoob? Did that break some records?
Scoob,
I think that did well.
Yeah, it did pretty well. Trolls 2 did well.
Yeah,
A few others. I can't remember.
Yeah. Will this make its money back on VOD? Probably not.
Probably not.
But it's worth a shot, huh?
That's right. No,
And presumably everybody's been paid. So.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Maybe it'll do really well. And also it is getting the cinema release. So
Yes.
According to Joe Blow, we're up to some Snyder Cut news, Mason.
Oh, I'm excited.
The first bit of news is about where it sits in relation to the other DC movies in the universe. So
Okay.
is it canon, is it not? This is what Zack Snyder said. So frankly, the DC cinematic universe has branched like a tree and blossomed and grown into in amazing and great ways. But for me, where Justice League falls, I believe it really starts to represent its own path. It's kind of separate from the DC cinematic universe continuity. It's divergent in that way, and I think that's a good thing.
Very diplomatic.
So, yeah.
Also, shout out to the Divergent universe.
Woo!
Right? Pretty good, right?
No? Which one did you like?
Allegiant.
That was your favorite? I like
Yep.
Detergent. They're all good, though. In their own way. Thank
Very
you.
good. It's good stuff.
Thanks, Mason. Just a riff there.
You should have riffed that earlier instead of the Tartanian thing, which you cut out earlier.
One that was cut out?
That was cut out. The Collins cut out. Yeah, the whole bit, which
Will
I
people
enjoyed.
demand the
Tartanian cut? Yes, I hope so.
So the other thing is, we're going to have first, it's Zack Snyder hosted a panel. Joss Whedon cancelled his. We'll just leave that there because I think there's going to be more information concerning the goings on behind the scenes.
Oh.
But so he didn't reveal too much because they're going to show an actual trailer at the DC Fandome event that's coming up.
That's right.
But we did get a clip. And what was that clip, Mason?
Oh my God, a clip like you wouldn't believe. So it was a clip of the titular Superman of the Justice League.
I know him.
And he's got the black suit on. He's got the black resurrection suit on. Is
That's right.
Yeah.
It's actually a deleted scene from the Blu-ray, but in that scene, so it is a Joss Whedon scene, but in that scene, the suit is colored. And what
Yes.
they did, they digitally altered it to make it the black suit.
Yes.
So this is what I'm talking about in terms of like, it is the Snyder cut,
Yes.
but it is not the same one that he was going to initially release.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, maybe
yeah.
he planned to film it in color and then digitally alter it. I don't know.
That's
which
the thing.
seems crazy.
What I
but-
read is that, and here's my cockamamie theory, is I think this is all shenanigans.
It's a bunch of BS.
It is a bunch of
It's
BS.
a bunch of boos and whoos.
A BS, which stands for poppycock, is what
Yeah.
it is. Because what I read, Snyder said that his plan, because like obviously this footage is real, because even there's a version of it in one of the trailers.
Yes, there is.
which it might be an alternate take, I think,
Yeah.
where Alfred says, "Oh, he said
Just
you'd come
in time.
Exactly. And I mean, maybe in that version we're meeting a new character, like maybe it was Martian Manhunter or something. But what Snyder said was that he went to Warner Brothers and he said, we're going to need a black suit. And Warner Brothers was like, no. Like, so his contention is that they were going to produce a scene like this.
Yeah.
And they went to Warner Brothers, the juggernaut that had already given them $200 million or whatever, and said, we need one specific thing. And they're like, we will not give you the one specific thing, the fan favorite thing that is already in the source material. We will not give you that.
Yeah.
And so rather than just get one of the existing Superman suits, like one of the duplicates they have, and just airbrushing it black, they went, well, let's film it like this and then send it off to the visual effects guys and get it tweaked.
Strange.
It is strange.
So I'm not saying that I think it's a good thing because he's making the version, even if it's altered, he's making the version that he now wants to make.
I feel like he's saying, well, it was always a plan to do this. I don't know if it was. I think
there is a deleted scene of you see the black suit.
Yeah, right.
You know, like the chamber opens up and
and he chooses the regular suit.
The regular one or whatever, or or it's implied that he does. But I don't know, man. The other thing he mentioned is that it's going to use 0 of the Justice League cut.
But isn't this? Didn't you just say this?
No, this is his. That's a film that's a shot that he shot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like it just does. It seems suspicious to me that he would go, well, we can't just use an existing Superman suit and spray paint it black, but we can just film it like this and then send it to a visual effects team.
Yeah,
and they'll charge $1 million because
it is a new
how are Warner Brothers catching the black suit order, but they're not catching the $1 million of digital effects to fix it.
Yeah,
I think some of this is just him going. Well, obviously my plan was to please all the real true fans, and the real true fans wanted the black suit. So I always had the plan to put the black suit.
Sure.
No, you didn't. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Maybe he did though. We don't know, but yeah, I think it's. I think it's a more. I agree with you though. I think it's a more recent alteration.
Yeah, I think they did it this week.
It wouldn't surprise me though.
Also, it looks bad.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
It's
a pretty low res.
Yeah, maybe.
Video.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Not too stressed about it. I think it's. Oh, the other thing is it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes, or maybe it's 215 minutes. What do we got?
Okay.
Here? Hang on. Let me check.
If you could do some homework.
Yeah, I will. Justice League runtime is at least 215 minutes. So what is that in hours, Mason?
That's over 3 hours.
Yeah. So I would say this is probably going to be either a series or a 2-parter or something like that. So there you go. Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me though if they do end up putting some Snyder cut stuff in, not some Justice League stuff in.
Yes.
Just even if it's like background templates, or you just need Cyborg to stand there in whatever scene.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like
we need more Cyborg standing around.
Exactly. What I'm saying is like you got to use. They're piecing this together from things that they already have for the most part. Obviously, there are additions that they can do digitally, but I'd be surprised if there was literally nothing because he was always planning to do reshoots.
Yes.
But wasn't able to do them for whatever reason.
Do you think if Ben Affleck goes to his mailbox one day and he opens it up and there's a box and he opens the box and inside the box is just like a huge wad of cash and like a green screen, it covers his entire face, but just the mouth bit is open. And they're just like, we need you to record some additional Batman dialogue.
Yeah.
Or we just need your mouth and we'll paste it on an existing Batman footage. You just got to put the mask on.
Put it on.
And there's a camera in there.
Do you reckon he'd do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they get him on Cameo.
Yeah.
They get him to sign up to Cameo and they get him to do the dialogue there, and then
he does it for $50.
Just like $50 a pop, yeah.
Oh, what an idiot.
But you have to wear a green sock of your head.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they could probably digitally put his face in regardless.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think they're going to send him a green sock.
Okay.
Yeah,
where's your sense of fun?
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
the only time you have any fun is when you're over the top of that Weber.
That's right. Frying up some pineapple. But they have digital doubles of everybody.
That's true.
In all of these things. Yeah. So anyway, we'll find out more about that in the Fandome event coming up in August 22nd or something like that. I can't remember. So we're going to get a brand new trailer. And that's Comic-Con, wasn't it?
Yep.
We didn't even
woo everyone.
Woo. Look, you did it. All right.
Let me go through stuff.
And there might be more stuff after this or stuff that we've missed. But
go through some stuff, and I'll give you my relative woos.
The DC Universe streaming service is ending. That's not a Comic-Con thing. Rick and Morty.
Woo.
computer battery is running very low.
Woo!
That Illuminati thing, no. The New Mutants.
Woo!
The
Surprising
boys?
amount of woo.
Yeah, the boys.
Standard amount of woo, but I'm positive about that.
Definitely.
So good woos.
We Can Be Heroes, Robert Rodriguez. Bunch of date changes, which aren't really Comic-Con stuff. And then, of course, Bill and Ted
Woo.
and Snyder Cut. So there's good stuff here.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
I think my biggest woo for there might have been...
There's no like...
New Mutants might have been my biggest woo.
Yes.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, well, it looks
Astoundingly.
good. Genuinely, it looks, and different.
Yes.
But there's no like the reveal of Batman, Superman. Remember when they revealed that logo?
Yeah, and everybody went woo. I remember. Yeah.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But there's some solid, for an online thing, this is a pretty solid lineup, I would say. So all in all, good job on this thing. Mm-hmm. Mason.
Thank you.
Do you know what it's time for then?
Oh, is it time for what we're reading?
What we going to read? I'm doing the thing. What are we reading today? Do you think it's funny again, Mason? Did you ever think it was funny?
I think it's funny, but for a different way.
Okay. What are we reading? Well, I thought a good way to kick off what are we reading, Mason?
Yes, James, go ahead.
We actually, both of us reread Batman Year One, because for Big Sandwich this week, and it'll be up right now.
Oh, is it up now already?
It will be.
My goodness.
By the time this goes out, that Batman Year One is a comic book, isn't it?
It sure is,
and
yes.
we're doing a book club.
Yes, we with the inaugural episode of the Big Sandwich Classic Comic Book Club.
That's right.
Yes.
You've given the game away in the title, Mason.
It's pretty good, though.
That's pretty great. So yeah, that's
if our insightful commentary on a classic comic book isn't enough to get people to subscribe to Big
we
Sandwich,
don't know what you want then.
a silly name will do it.
That's
think.
right.
You know.
So all the back catalogue is currently there at the moment, including the commentaries and this new thing we're going to be doing monthly. We talk more about that in the episode that we do. It is exclusive for that. It's $9 a month, which ends up being less than $2.50 a week. We don't know the amount. We've never figured it out, and we can't figure it out. Don't message us because
I've been awake so long.
You can't figure it out either at home.
Right. Yeah. Don't even try.
Don't bother.
Don't even try. Unless like maybe subscribe for a few months.
Yes.
And then look at your bank statements.
Yeah.
And then maybe figure it out, some sort of algorithm.
But even then, you can't figure it out.
You can't figure it out. Just keep subscribing. It's fine.
That's right.
Anyway, we're very excited. I had a really good time recording that episode. So
it's a little bit longer probably than the standard episode will be because there's a lot behind Batman Year One, and we get into some other Frank Miller stuff and the movie that came out and its inspirations and things like that. But yeah, I think it was a really fun episode. Yes. And so it's exclusively going to be there.
That's right.
So that is up there right now if you do want to check it out. Again, you do not have to. Everything else that has never been on there will remain not on there.
That is correct, yes.
Including Transformers this week. Boo!
That's right. We did the hat trick of the first 3 Transformers. And
are we going to do more? We'll see.
Probably. I just want to see more Oscar award-winning actors just running around screaming.
Yeah, me too.
As things explode. That's what I want. It's all I want.
That's all we all want. I'm also I read Here's Negan, which is Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adler. It's a continuation of The Walking Dead, but it's a prequel that tells the origin stories of Negan, the villain from The Walking Dead.
Oh.
So he did it, I think, is also
That's a great title.
Here's Negan.
Is it, does it look wacky? Does it look like a Warner Bros.
No, it looks
cartoon?
like a man who cave your head in with a baseball bat. Oh. But he talks, he's part of the reason I think Robert Kirkman said he was doing it is because he wants something that he can send to comic book distributors, and stores, so they've got something to sell. And I think a lot of the profits also go to stores.
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
that's
so
nice.
he did it as like a boost to the industry.
That's cool.
And it's good, especially if you like The Walking Dead, which I do. So, there we go. What do you read?
Well, on a lot of people's recommendation, I watched Palm Springs, which I think you talked about on Suggestible a couple of weeks back.
What do you think?
I really liked it. I'm not going to tell. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say anything about it.
Did you know anything going in?
No, nothing. And I'm glad that
How quickly did you figure out what was the deal?
I'd rather not even say.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you like The Lonely Island, if you like
I
Andy
really
Samberg,
like Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stop.
That's a really good one.
Nobody saw it, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's just a good movie. It's very, very, very good. Don't look it up. If you got Hulu, it's free on Hulu, I guess,
right.
so you can just watch it from there. Also, I watched The Beach Bum, which is
that Matthew McConaughey. What's that on here?
It's on Netflix.
Pop up on something. Okay, yeah.
It's a very strange movie. He
good
plays a
way?
sort of like I don't know.
A Matthew McConaughey type?
I watched, besides Palm, it was a downhill slide this week. I watched Palm Springs and I'm like, this is a good movie. Let's talk about it maybe in a few weeks.
Okay,
Once we get enough emails that people
It's been
have
out
said,
about a month, but sure.
okay, right.
No, let's talk about it next week. It's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, like after I watched that, everything was kind of a downward slide. So it's kind of like
So was that and then Beach Bum? What was the third thing? Transformers again?
Another thing. So the Beach Bum is kind of like, it's Matthew McConaughey, and he's a poet writer, and he's one of the loosest units around.
Sure.
And it's very odd. It's just but he's also like he's got his wife's rich. His wife's played by
Jennifer Garner.
No,
Jennifer
Australian
Garner,
lady.
yeah.
No, not Rose Byrne, the other one.
Not Rose Byrne, the other one.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Look
Abby
up
Cornish?
If you put in not Rose Byrne, the other one into Google, I bet you'll come
Not
up.
Rose Byrne, the other one. No, it's just Rose Byrne.
Huh.
Let me
Interesting.
check. Do your research again.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I'm asking.
They came out last year. I thought they came out
Yeah,
years
it came in
ago.
2019, yeah.
Oh, Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher, there we go. Yeah. And it's
Martin
just,
Lawrence is in this.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill's in this.
Jonah Hill's in it, yep.
Yeah.
It's a star-studded cast. Snoop Dogg is in it.
Does Zac Efron get peed on by Nicole Kidman in this, or is that a different Zac Efron?
No, but Zac Efron is in it.
Yes, I saw him in the
And it's just, it's a man pinwheeling through a variety of bizarre situations and going through rehab and all sorts of stuff.
It looks mixed, the reaction.
It was an interesting journey, but I don't know how much I got from it.
Nothing, it seems.
Yeah, it seems nothing. Also, we didn't put this in news, but I remember reading about it this week. There's going to be an American adaptation of the TV show Utopia, not the Australian show Utopia, but the British series Utopia, which is from about 2012, 2013. And I read that and I thought, I should watch the first season of Utopia.
The British one?
Yes, and I watched the first episode and I don't know if I'm on board with it. It's pretty intense as a show.
What is it?
So the premise basically is that there's this small group of people they've never met in real life. They exist on like a forum or a subreddit or something like that.
Okay.
And they're all fans of this comic, like a graphic novel from some years ago.
Yeah.
And it turns out that this particular graphic novel predicted some events that happened in the real world, like that the author could not possibly have known about. But then one of the people acquires this unpublished manuscript of a sequel.
Yeah, right.
And they get a hold of it and they're like, hey, we should all read this and blah, blah, blah. And they attract the attention of this weird group called the Network that kind of want to acquire this manuscript at all costs. And it was pitched to me as a comedy drama. Like when you look at it, it's like when you look at it on Amazon.
Looks wacky, yeah.
It's like a comedy drama, but it's really grim. It's really grim and dark, unpleasant. Like there's like one of the some minor spoilers for the first episode of the show.
Yeah.
Like one of the characters gets like his eyes tortured.
Jesus.
But because what happens is they're like, okay, we've got to. There's this evil network that wants to acquire this manuscript for various nefarious means, and so like in order to draw out these people, like they frame them for sex crimes, and it's just, and I'm like, where's the comedy part of this comedy drama?
Where's the funny?
There's
Maybe
no
it gets
funny.
funny.
I don't think there is any funny. Maybe the second episode is funny, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get to
I
it.
think you just went in thinking Australian Utopia.
Yeah,
But it's
maybe.
it says it's a black comedy conspiracy thriller drama. That's what it says.
Okay, right. Well, the comedy is pretty thin on the ground. Let me tell you. I might go in again maybe on episode 2 with a complete reframe
Yeah,
of my
knowing that it's
expectations
not.
for this
Okay.
show. But I don't know. I'm sure we have people out there who have watched the whole thing.
Well, it's
'cause it
got
came out
very good write-ups from what I'm looking at here.
intriguing from
100% on Rotten
sickos,
Tomatoes,
probably
yeah.
sickos.
That's what it says on sickos.com. It got up 54. That's not very good.
What about
actually.
rotten.com? Is it
54 as well. Weird.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow, not even rotten.com likes it. Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty wild. What about Newgrounds? Do Newgrounds like it?
The Newgrounds still exists. I bet they do.
What about Strong Bad? What does Strong Bad think
I
about
love
it?
Strong Bad. How does he type with boxing gloves on?
I don't know. It's a mystery. That
Do you know they had the opportunity to sell those characters to Disney or license them off, and they didn't take it?
Huh.
The reason why was because they couldn't, they're like swearing and stuff. And I think
Yeah.
I think those characters could have potentially been bigger, but I like that.
I mean, I think they did fine.
I
so-
think they absolutely did fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
What, are you reading anything else? Watching
No,
anything else?
I've done
Oh
my
my goodness!
mentioned
Would
my-
you watch this Utopia show?
Yeah,
Do
you've
you
got
want
me
to watch an
kind of
episode and tell
Yeah,
me
I
what you
think so.
think?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week, maybe.
knowing that it's not
Fun.
Yeah, not
it's certainly
fun at
not
all.
fun. I don't think
Yeah.
it's fun.
Terrifico.
It is Terrifico.
Next segment of the show.
Let's do some letters.
Classic one was letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a take away. I know they're here right now. We're gonna do letters.
If you do want to reach the show, hashtag Weekly Planet Pod on Twitter or weeklyplanetpod at gmail.com.
Yes.
So, Mason, do you want to start with some letters, or would you like me to start with
I'll
some
start
letters?
with letters. This is from Jonathan Berkovich.
Hello, Jonathan.
Just got my wisdom teeth out.
Boo, I did
Hi,
that.
Nick and James. Just got all 4 of my wisdom teeth. Nothing smart about them extracted. It hurts. Any chance for a shout out?
Well,
Yes.
wisdom is different than smarts, is all I'm saying.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's different from bravery. A further different thing. He says, love the podcast and the work that you do. Congrats to James on the addition to the family.
Thank
and
you.
to Nick for whatever is most important to him at the moment.
Wow.
It's me going back to bed after this. That is
Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel very proud about it.
Should.
Congratulations. So you've had your wisdom teeth
I have.
out.
I got four pulled out when I was
Same
19.
time?
Yeah.
Huh.
2 were
Interesting.
impacted or whatever. It was bad, but it's like,
Okay, right.
ice down your face.
Uh-huh.
It's too late for him now, but I just sat
Yes.
with. I bought a PlayStation 2. Mm-hmm.
This was last year.
This was last year, and I sat with 2 bags of peas on my shoulders and sat there like hunched up playing Spider-Man 1 on the
Yes.
PlayStation 2 in like 2003 or 2004, whenever it happened. And that's how I got through it. And it was fine. I mean, it
Nice.
was bad, but it was all right.
Yeah,
Ice
yeah.
helps.
I mean, it sounds bad.
Stops with the swelling.
Yeah.
Have you had yours out?
No, mine are all still in there.
Ah,
Yeah.
no wonder you're so dumb or
Come on.
smart.
That's the second one, yes.
Great.
No, tired. You're thinking of
I
tired.
am thinking of tired.
My wisdom teeth are leaching all the
vibes.
spark out and good vibes out of my brain. Yes, exactly.
Cool. What else you got? Or would you like me to what else?
Yeah, please
I've got?
go for it, yes.
Sure. This is from Bill Bob Baggins.
Mm-hmm.
What will probably be a big story on this week's episode, Black Suit Superman. But he said, what I would like to be a big story on this week's episode, discovery of Luigi in Super Mario 64 after 24 years and 1 month. So I don't know if you saw this, but there was code revealed from Mario 64 that Luigi was going to be a playable character. Because that was a big point of contention when that game came out. People were like, well, where is Luigi?
Oh, where's Luigi?
They found all this hidden stuff in there, including, I think, some sound bites and things like that for that game. So there you go.
Yeah, well.
I think in later updates they did on like 3DS or DS or whatever, you could pick different characters maybe, and there's been mods. I don't know. But yeah, I love it when stuff comes out about video games like decades after, like stuff hidden in the code or hidden levels.
I saw this week. It's a clipping from a Nintendo Power magazine, and it's about the origins of Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah,
Do you know
okay.
what Waluigi's real name is?
Waluigi Mario?
No.
What?
Jimmy Papadopoulos.
So he's just taking
He's
on the
officially,
name.
yeah. The canonical, according to Nintendo Power, the canonical origin of Waluigi is that Wario always felt left out at Mario's parties because Mario had a brother that he could team up
It was
with.
a Mario Party.
Yeah. So
Are they cousins?
who?
Wario.
Look, I don't have the origin of Wario here.
I'll look that up. while
Okay,
you're
if you
going.
could. But anyway, Wario goes online to an actor for hire site. He finds Jimmy Papadopoulos, and then he gets Jimmy Papadopoulos to legally and permanently change his name to Waluigi.
Terrific.
Hired him for freelance for the tennis tournament. The rest is history, or is it?
Yes.
It says, let's just say that their partnership had some rocky beginnings, but rumors say that it blossomed into a great friendship and maybe even a romance.
That seems like some shipping there that people
This is
have put on
Nintendo
there.
Power magazine.
Oh, really?
Or a hastily photoshopped page from Nintendo Power magazine. That's all I know.
That sounds photoshopped,
It's
especially if it's from
definitely
an
photoshopped.
old episode.
Yeah, yeah.
The other thing is is that Wario is Mario's childhood best friend.
Ah,
There
and
you
then
go.
they had a falling out of some sort.
That
maybe.
seems that way. And it was that jealousy thing like you were talking about. Because Mario and Luigi are twin brothers, but Luigi is slightly younger. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No,
Wow. It's a real twins the movie situation.
absolutely it is.
There you go. We're all learning things.
This is from Lucas Callahan.
Hello, Lucas
It's a
Callahan.
zookeeper listener. Hi guys, I recently graduated from college with a degree in animal behaviour.
Whoa.
After 4 years of schoolwork and internships, I was finally rewarded with my first zoo job as a butterfly keeper.
Hey.
Basically, I sit in my office all day and poke my head out every couple of hours to make sure all the butterflies haven't died. Needless to say, I have a lot of free time during work, and listening to the podcast makes at least 90 minutes of my day fly by.
That's great.
Is there an opening for the official butterfly keeper of the podcast? Sorry you missed out.
Yeah. Well, next year there'll
Maybe
be
next
another.
year.
We might you can reapply.
Yeah. I mean,
See where we're at. But,
nah, just kidding. You
Yeah,
can
it's
give me the
yours,
official
you can have-
you can give me the official butter
Have you
for
been-
now. For now.
For now.
For
Obviously,
now.
you have to reapply next year.
You have to reapply next year, and we might get another one. You don't know. Yeah. If there's another butterfly keeper out there, even if you're a butterfly hobbyist, even if one of those lunatics that pins all up dead butterflies up on your wall.
No, I
Let
don't
us
want
know.
them. They're no good.
You think
Not
so?
them.
All right,
Yeah.
not them? Okay.
Have you been to the Butterfly House in the Melbourne Museum? No, it's the museum, Melbourne Zoo.
I have.
It's cool.
A lot of butterflies.
A lot of butterflies.
Very humid in there.
It's humid in there because they have to be.
Yeah.
That's why you got to pop your head in and check if they're dead.
That's right. One day that's going to happen, though. Now you've said it, Lucas.
Yeah.
One day you're going to be like, you're going to lean your head out, and they're all going to be they're all going to be dead, and and you're going to look down at the podcast, and maybe we're saying this. Maybe it's this week. We're saying it, and you're like, oh, no, this is my fault somehow, you'll be saying.
If he's listening to it now, he'll definitely check.
Yeah.
I know I would if that was me.
Right. Yeah. Maybe you've set the humidity to the wrong setting.
Sounds like something you would do, Lucas. Get it together. Because it's obviously you're new to
You're
the
a real
job.
greenhorn at this butterfly keeper
This is,
bizzo.
again, we need you to reapply next year. But,
I mean, and you're on thin ice as well. You're on a probationary period as the official butterfly keeper of the podcast. So if you kill those butterflies, you're out in your ear.
What a cool gig.
Unless you kill them in like a massive fireball or something.
Great question.
Yeah.
Question for zookeepers out there.
Yes.
Do you? I'd imagine you focus on a particular area, right? So would he focus on that particular area, like your butterflies and your insects and things like that?
I believe, because I know a surprising number of zookeepers, you get trained on specific areas of the zoo,
right?
Like they're like, okay, we need a guy for the insects, we need a guy for the lemurs or whatever, and they train you on the lemurs and how to feed the lemurs and.
At the Melbourne Zoo, you can go in and you can go in and see the lemurs. You can go right up to them and they're sitting there. It's cool. Okay, so it's kind of like if you become a doctor and then you pick your speciality. Is that the idea?
Yes,
but then can you move around within the zoo?
You can. That's true.
Cool. So if you're like, I want to eat monkey shit all day, you can go and do that.
No.
What do you mean?
It's a weird thing
Whose
for
job
anyone
is
to
it
do.
then?
I mean, I guess it could be your job.
Thank you. How many years of school do I need?
I mean, that sign has been up at the zoo for years. The help wanted sign. So I guess you just got to dream and believe and achieve. I can't believe you didn't apply. I haven't applied for it.
I presumed it was taken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got a letter here.
Okay, I'm ready.
From Ninja Dude 3, #Weekly Planet Pod on Twitter.
You got to get in quick if you want to be Ninja Dude 1 or 2.
Totally do.
You got to apply.
Yes. What's better? What's the better world's finest that never happened?
I'm ready.
As in a Batman Superman team up. Is it Keaton and Cage?
Yep.
Or Hartnett and Bale?
Ooh. Have
like
Hartnett
that
and Bale
pick.
been in a movie together? It feels like a combination that would have happened.
Yeah, well, I know Nolan wanted Hartnett for Batman.
Yeah, right.
And Hartnett turned it down.
Okay.
But he was probably also up for Superman at some point.
Now, are we talking? Because that's the thing. We've got one existing Batman and. No, we've got two existing Batmans,
Correct.
but fictional Superman. So presumably the power of the Superman would be maybe scaled in.
Yeah, maybe.
I would like to see a Hartnett Bale Superman Batman if Superman is maybe he isn't like your cosmically powered god Superman.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's
Supergirl Superman.
Yeah, no. But like he's the golden age Superman.
Yeah.
Like he's the leap tall buildings in a single bound
Sure,
guy.
yeah.
Like he's the more powerful than a locomotive kind of thing, but he can't, fly around the world in 30 seconds kind of guy.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'd
like
that
that combo. I actually prefer the other one, the Keaton Cage.
Yeah, right.
Because they're both Burton. They'd be both Burton.
What power level would be the Cage Superman?
Whatever
be?
the 90s was, man. Because I think they were going to kill him and put him in a black suit anyway, weren't
Yeah,
they?
I think they were. Yeah.
One of the versions, I think, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one. And he's got the long hair. He's got the long hair.
Nolan Superman.
Yeah, well, Nolan's Superman is sort of Man of Steel. Because he had a big hand in that.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, it would be something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking way more ground level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's his early days of Superman, and he's like an enhanced strongman kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because back then it was like running as fast as a train is impressive, but now it's like
Anybody can
gives
do
a
that,
shit?
exactly. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
obviously you can't.
I mean,
really
we
run as
can do
fast
it,
as-
obviously.
We can do it, but
We can
not
do it.
anybody.
No, that's true.
Yeah, so
Some
yeah.
people have butterflies to maintain. so-
Exactly. Check on them. Check on them. Pop your head in.
That's right. Yes.
What's next? Or I've got one.
Okay, go for it.
This is from Sebastian Culligan. How about an episode on treasure hunting movies? National Treasure 1 and 2, Fool's Gold, Sahara, Indiana Jones, The Goonies, Three Kings, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, etc. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Me too.
I think it's good.
Me too.
Is there any kind of treasure hunting event happening in the real world that we could tie it to somehow?
Yeah,
For
probably.
SEO.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Nice.
Absolutely, we could. So no, I'm into that. Yeah, we could definitely. I mean, this is the year for just doing whatever episodes, isn't it?
Yes.
Next year will be the year when something comes out every day, and we won't be able to
Oh my
do
God,
that. So we
yes.
got to.
It'll be every episode of this will just be we'll have to review like 3 or 4 movies an episode.
Yes, that's
Gonna be-
right.
We're going to lose all sense of right and wrong.
Space and time.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is from Seth Munro.
Hello, Seth Munro.
He says, new best podcast idea.
Whoa.
He says, hey guys, I was thinking that since you seem to be making money torturing yourselves, you might as well go big. Ever think about doing a worst idea of all time podcast ripoff, but instead of watching and talking about Grown Ups 2 every week for a year, you instead do the same but with James's favourite, LXG. The League of Extraordinary
I
Gentlemen.
couldn't watch that.
No,
I'm. It would break me. I couldn't.
Yeah, to be clear, no. we will never do that. We will never ever do that.
It's also a time thing.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to dedicate my time to that? I like looking at a new thing every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guys who do the worst idea of all time have a very special skill
Yes.
at going mad.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
they can do it with style and grace and humor every week. I think we would definitely snap.
That's right. We've already ripped up this idea of doing movie news and whatever and pop culture.
No, we invented this.
No, we didn't, Mason.
We did. I remember I wrote down on a piece of paper review movies and comic books and TV shows, then I put it in an envelope and I mailed it to myself.
Right.
Yeah.
And have you got that envelope yet? Has it come to you yet?
No, I got.
Then where's your evidence, Mason?
God damn it! I can get Todd
Okay,
on this.
where are the first?
I'm gonna get Todd on the run.
Where are the first?
Yes.
All right. Is that all the letters?
I think that's all the letters this week.
Great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I planned on this being a bit longer, but you don't really know. We didn't
We
really
can do
know.
more. I don't even know what.
Oh no, we're about an hour 20.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is we didn't really know what was going to happen with Comic-Con, so it was.
Oh, I
kind
see.
of,
Yeah.
you
So
know what I mean?
in many ways, it's
It's not a
Comic-Con's
short
fault.
episode, but
It's Comic-Con's fault.
yes, it's Comic-Con.
God damn it, Comic-Con! You had one job:
Be-
provide content for
us.
us.
They God damn it every day. But you know, there's plenty of.
And we can do more barbecue talk.
I thought you didn't want to do that anymore. I'll do barbecue talk.
All right, go for it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like barbecues. Do you know why? You
Why's
have a
that?
barbecue with a group of guys.
Yes.
It's a group of dads. Normally, if I'm at a barbecue also, it's not normally a barbecue like with people that I know and like.
But
Do you know
people,
what I mean?
obviously, I'm the only one who can see this. James puts on whenever James starts talking about this, whenever James starts talking about any kind of social interaction, he gets this pained expression on his face. Sometimes he just pinches the bridge of his nose. Like you can feel the blood pressure building up.
And you know what? I'm trying to change as well. Because I don't know if you used to know me. I feel like I've become less negative over the years. Would you
That's
say
probably true.
that's accurate?
Yeah, I think that's probably
But,
true, yeah.
So I'm trying to rewire my brain.
I feel like past you would have stormed out of many of these barbecue situations.
and podcasts.
like maybe push the barbecue over.
yes.
The ultimate crime at a barbecue is to push another dad's barbecue over. Imagine.
Imagine.
You take his tongs away and then
Yeah.
you push his barbecue over.
But the thing about a
And you leave with his talisman, the tongs.
That's right. If at a barbecue, especially if it's my own, if we're hosting, if you start a barbecue, there's someone who like hovers around and like just to see what you're doing. I'm like, here, you do like,
Yeah, right,
You're just
uh-huh.
gonna stand over me and talk about when to flip them and what
Alpha
kind of
dog,
barbecue
tongs
you've got.
guy, yeah.
exactly. And how, like
Yeah, yeah.
you can be
It's
in
sausages.
Yeah,
just
you
turn
can be
them.
the boss. I don't give.
Yeah.
I don't want to actually stand over here and do this.
Yeah.
I want to go to the toilet and sit on my phone.
Yes.
Go to the phone and sit on my toilet. Whatever. I've got a big dial-up phone.
Oh, that's where they all went.
Yeah.
That's where all the phones on top of pizza delivery cars went. You bought them all.
They're in my toilet.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah. Oh, no, I like a barbecue. You like a barbecue?
Yes.
I like a barbecue if there's a pool. I don't have a pool though. You got a pool?
No.
Get a pool.
Okay,
Then
fine.
have a barbecue.
God. All right, fine. God.
Do you have a barbecue at your place?
No.
You get a balcony at your place.
Yes.
Yeah, so you could barbecue.
Good.
Interesting. One of the things they don't have here, which they have in London and the UK, or maybe they do have them now. They're like mini barbecues that you use once.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they've got like little briquettes in them, and you take them to like the park, and you cook up on them,
Oh.
and then you just put them in a bin or the river, whatever.
Are they made of like the old-fashioned non-biodegradable styrofoam?
Probably, yeah.
Good.
Exactly. So it's
You
like
light one up and just green smoke comes out of the
it's
top
like
of it.
it's like a nuclear reactor that goes off,
Right,
so it
wow.
just poisons the ground for 140 years
Wow.
afterwards. But yeah,
Portable barbecue. That is madness.
I mean, you could do it here with like we have one. It's actually like a suitcase.
Huh.
But it's got
like
like
the
a
president's suitcase.
yeah,
nuke.
pretty much. Yeah, it's like the Iron Man armor, and it folds out to like a tiny little barbecue.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
What if Iron Man was a dad? You know what I mean?
He is.
I mean, he is a dad, but now he's dead. What if he was a dad and alive?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did do it, wouldn't he? That'd be very. Yeah. That's his spade.
He's like, Happy, I need help. And Happy throws him the briefcase and opens up to a grill.
And then Happy makes the briskets.
Yes. Then Happy's then
Happy's
hovering over the
standing
top.
over.
So you're like, you need a hand, boss?
You can do
You need some help there?
You can do it. Yeah. If you notice, like barbecues are interesting social dynamics as well, because there is this thing. It's probably other places in the world where it really is like it's expected that the women go inside and make the salads, and the guys stand around the barbecue drinking beer. It's not always the case.
Yeah.
But if you notice, with a lot of bog standard barbecues,
I don't notice because I'm usually in the kitchen.
Sure, that's exactly what's happening though. A lot of the time.
I'm slamming my head in the fridge door.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Anyway, that's been barbecue
It's been
talk.
Buds,
That's all my
that's
information
grill
on
talk
barbecues. Yeah.
with us, the grill team. That's who we are. Nobody's used that IP in a while, so we're the grill team.
Was it
now.
Triple M?
It was Triple M.
Who was on the grill team?
Probably some of the people who were in the Chaser or something.
Limo and that other one?
Tony Mockler and the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Guido Hatzis.
I saw
Guido
him.
Hatzis.
I saw that guy not that long ago.
Well, you saw Guido Hatzis.
I saw the guy.
You
who
saw the
plays Guido
fictional
Hatzis.
character Guido
Tony
Hatzis.
Mockler. I saw Tony Mockler, the guy who played Guido Hatzis. I saw him in I was going to name the suburb, but no, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, right.
Because he was with his kids. Why would I do that? But yeah, I nearly chased him down.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't. Why would I? My brother had the CD. Guido
Sure.
Hatzis.
Do not talk over me. Yeah.
It's very good. That's the show.
That is the whole show. That's
So
right.
we did it.
Hope people enjoyed BBQ Talk from the grill team. If you want the grill team to talk about anything,
Yeah.
what if one of our bonus podcasts was the grill team?
Do the grill team. We should find out what
They wouldn't know because no
No.
snitches on bigsandwich.co.
Absolutely. So you can sign up. It's linked below every week if you want to check
That's
it
right.
out. But what else do we? How else do we
Thank
bring
you
the show
everybody for
together?
listening. I hope you enjoyed Comic Con Talk. If we missed out on any news, we could do a follow up. If people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't mention this.
Something could I keep refreshing the page? To
Well,
see
I
if there's
absolutely
anything that
believe we
happened.
could have missed out on something. So let us know
Yeah.
if you want us to talk about some very tiny niche thing.
There was a Hulu Marvel trailer for something that I didn't.
it was
check out.
Hellstrom.
Yeah, Hellstrom.
Look, it didn't look like anything.
Okay,
And I'm
that's
sure
what
it
I
might
thought.
be something.
Whoa.
But like the last time I read anything Hellstrom, when it was
Yes.
like Damon Hellstorm, the son of Satan, it was a little more dramatic than what we got in that trailer.
Oh, okay,
which was
right.
nothing. That's
Oh,
what we
wow.
got in that
I
trailer.
love
is
nothing.
We got nothing. Like there was not a single like flaming pitchfork, which is disappointing to me.
What are we even doing with our lives?
Right? Just give him a regular pitchfork.
Please.
Just imply it.
Cover it in Kero, mate, and light it on fire. Yeah,
Stick it in the coals. Stick it in the brick. Stick it in the briquettes.
exactly.
You know? Look,
Put a flaming sausage on the end of each.
that's exactly right. Anyway,
pointed bit.
thank you everybody so much for listening.
Yes.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for telling a friend. Thank you for leaving a nice review, James. Do you have a nice
I've
review?
got 2 Meso related reviews this
Oh
week.
my goodness!
And you can actually
Oh,
do
my,
it in-app.
My ears are burning.
You do it in app,
Oh yes.
and it's great. It's free to do it. To help
Sure
us,
is,
it's
yeah.
free, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
This is from That wasn't me butchering a name from another country. That was a series of random letters together.
I mean, as far as you know.
Yes, that's true. It says, "Hi, Mason. It's Mason. I would say I like this podcast. Sometimes I feel hate towards Mason, but good show overall. XOXO.
5 stars?
Yeah, 5 stars.
Good, I'll take
But
it.
I think it's because you have the same name. That's what's
Or
going
is that
on here.
me? Because that would
It
make a
could
lot.
be
If that's
you.
me from the future,
Yes.
makes a lot of sense. I do sometimes feel a lot of hate towards Mesa. So.
I thought that was a more positive one towards you, but now reading it, maybe it wasn't intended that way. Still
Well,
5 stars.
Still 5 stars. So I'll
This
take
one's
it.
from Super Duper Reviewer, dude.
Oh.
5 stars. It says a fat 5 for 5 stars. Mason is pretty cool, but still undecided on the other guy. So a bit of a dig at the old Jimmy boy.
Well, let me tell you, he's not cool.
Oh, come on, mate.
That's right.
Wrap the show up, idiot.
If you want to get in contact with us, you can go to Weekly Planet Pod at Facebook, at Gmail, at Twitter, at Bandcamp. You can go to planetbroadcasting.com. You can sign up to the great newsletter from the great Robert Collings.
One of the best.
The best.
The best, yes.
best.
Sorry, I misspoke.
He's also at the Weekly Planet on Twitter and at Raw Collings on Twitter.
Yep.
I'm
Speaking of, I'm going to check the Twitter feed to see if anything else is going on.
very
while you're
nice.
doing
I'm
this,
at
yeah.
Wikipedia Brown on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm Nick Maso, NickMaseau. James, your Mr. Sunday Movies on everything.
Everything you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
You can also go to the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group. Have some nice chats about some nice stuff. Get in there, join the community, have a nice chat.
What are you doing in there?
Just
You're
get
having a
some
fun time,
some of that
aren't you?
interaction in
Yeah,
here. Get some interaction up here.
Please, if you could.
Start a grilling thread about your favorite grilling techniques. We're always interested.
Not me.
Yes,
but
you are.
No, Mason.
If you're a dad who loves to grill, like James,
No.
if you're a dad who loves to grill and hang out at barbecues,
No.
barbecue events, get on there. Invite James to a barbecue-related event.
I'm not coming
Okay, then.
because of the virus, but also
Absolutely.
I wouldn't come anyway.
No, that's true. I would because I love hanging out with all. Thanks everybody for hanging out this week.
No
Just
one's
FYI.
hanging out with you,
No, I
Mason.
hang out with basically everybody who listens this week. It was real fun time. Went to the roller rink. We went pig shooting.
Oh, mate. Come on.
We didn't hit anything. We just scared them. That's what we
So
like to do.
You went pig scary.
Yeah, we went pig scaring. That's right. But they like it. They have fun.
I don't like
No, they
it.
do. They're like, hee hee. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It was a real grand time.
I'm
Just
glad.
hang out with me in person. It's fine. We get a special.
I'm glad
permit.
you guys have such a good time.
We take a special pill. You know, like in Injustice, they take the special pill.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes them super strong. We take the pill.
and then you can't have kids.
Exactly.
Great.
That's right.
Terrific, yeah.
It's perfect. And let's see. If you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Mr. Sunday Movies if you'd like to chuck in a buck. That would certainly be terrific. You can also go to the Amazon affiliate link in our episode description.
Yeah.
If you want to buy some stuff, you're stuck at home, need some stuff delivered, go through Amazon through our link. It would be terrific for us.
Jeff
You can
Bezos
also-
made $13 billion or whatever.
Yeah, from
So
all
you
the
can
people
contribute to
signing up
that.
through our link.
That's right.
Terrific. Thank you, everybody.
We appreciate that.
Thanks for Jeff for hanging out. I hung out on his super yacht.
How was it?
Yeah, it was great. All the listeners were there.
He
Nice.
he shoots the pigs, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? Yeah. The pigs are men with snouts
yes,
attached
that's
to
right.
them,
Yes.
yeah. Let's see. You can also go to bigsandwich.co. Sign up at bigsandwich.co. Get all the exclusive content. We had a grand time talking about Batman Year One this week.
That's right, exactly.
Good
And you
old
can
time.
decide on the next comic that we do as well.
Maybe it's the grill team.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe we can do some grilling episodes.
Why do you keep doing that? I don't want to do it.
Maybe you can do your Guido Hatzis impression
Oh
again.
my God, mate. That's my
Don't do it for free. Don't do it for free.
Right, yeah.
Thank you to The Brute and the Basilisk and Maracum for all the musical themes. We've got some t-shirts on tpublic.com if you want to buy a tee.
Yeah, man.
Just snuggle up. Just buy one. Hang out in your house with your Weekly Planet tees
They
on.
do masks as well, don't they now?
They do masks
Do they?
and body pillows.
Cool, there
I
you go.
assume. I don't think that's true.
Cool, that's cool. I just saw a fun meme.
Oh,
I know
yeah?
you're wrapping up this thing. But,
I'm ready to hear about it.
This is like, is my house clean? No. But are we having the time of our lives making memories? Also no. That's great. I enjoyed that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole show. Next week, a different thing.
It will be a different thing.
Oh, is the Umbrella Academy out next week?
It might actually be. Yeah, there we go. That's a good thing to do, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And then, yeah. So thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate it.
Grab that jam, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Good and bye.
Good and bye.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
I mean, if you want. It's up to you.